Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, if you are not new, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for today's video. So today is actually part 2 of my 2-part series, which was the Better Than the BINS unboxing from Jomar. So I'll link the original video up here if you want to see it. I unboxed their Better Than the BINS mystery box. And if you want to check out the first video, it was super long because it was this really big box. It was 125 pieces. But I wanted to today come back and tell you guys my, the results of my trip to Uptown Cheapskate, and then also my general opinion about this box. If you like reseller content, unboxing videos, thrift hauls, just tips and tricks about reselling in general, certainly consider subscribing to my channel. I do like to put out content at least a few times a week just to tell you guys what's working for me in my reseller life. Drop this video a like if you find this helpful. Comment below if you have received this box or what you think about this box. And if you agree, disagree with what I'm saying, let me know down in the comments. It's actually been a few days. I know this video is airing the next day, but in the real world, it's been a few days. And I wanted to take a few days to actually just kind of collect my thoughts on this box. I do the unboxing videos real time. And the reason I do that is so that you guys can see my genuine reaction to what I'm pulling out. I don't have time to think about it or pick out the good stuff or whatever. I just show you guys what it is, right? But I have noticed that sometimes by the time I go to edit the videos, I've already processed the inventory, I've already listed it, and there's sometimes a difference in my opinion between what I initially see and what I think of it after I've really gone through it and had to deal with the inventory, which I always talk about in my 90-day update, but I wanted to this time give it a few days to really process my thoughts on this stuff. So it was 125, I think maybe I counted 126 pieces in that box. And they described it as, and I'll put the full description down below. So they did describe it as passes. So things that they did not want to put in their specific, like curated mystery boxes that they sell to customers, either because of light flaws or just the style or the age of the item. And so it's items that they passed on. It is a passes box. After filming the first video, I took approximately 50 items up to my local Uptown Cheapskate. Now remember, this was 100 items for $125, so about $1.25 a piece. And they marketed this as better than the BINS, basically meaning you can get a lot of stuff for a really low cost of goods. So I went to Uptown Cheapskate and I earned, and they took a whopping 6 items and gave me $22.50, which was super disappointing. If you guys have heard me say, probably if you've been watching my videos, I'm about to move. The goal with this box was not to have a bunch of inventory that I needed to list myself. I think I had pulled out 3 pieces initially that I was gonna list. Everything else I was going to try and make money on in other ways. So I was really disappointed when I left Uptown Cheapskate, and so I took the bag then to Plato's Closet and let them go through it after Uptown Cheapskate did, and they took nothing. They gave the entire bag back to me, and they gave me 0. So out of $125, I made back $22.40. So now I do have to list some of these items in order to even make back my money. So I'm not super happy. I am going to send a bunch of it to ThredUp. But again, that's not guaranteed. It's going to be 6 months before I see any of that money, if they take any of it. And usually that just sits in my account for credit until I buy a ThredUp rescue box. So I can't even really count that as income, at least not in the short term. So to me, this box was a complete dud. Now, they did describe it as passes. They said it was going to be either items with light flaws or items that they just simply could not fit into one of their like curated mystery boxes that they sell on their site. And I'll link the full description down below, and it is very lengthy. I'm assuming so that they can cover themselves, because I know that Jomar has had issues with people complaining about their passes boxes, which, I mean, here's the thing. This box, is it as they describe in their description? Yes. However, they sent me 49 pounds of garbage. Okay, they really did send me 49 pounds worth of garbage. And I think what's misleading about this box is the fact that they call it better than the bins, or the fact that they compare it to the bins at all. Now, at least my experience in the bins, and it's been a couple years since I don't have bins in my area, but when I used to live in Michigan, I had very easy access to the Salvation Army outlet, which was the bins by the pound. And it was just that. It was like $1, I don't know, it was like $1.29 a pound, but if you got more than 20 pounds, it was 99 cents a pound. So you can comment below and let me know what the by the pound stores are in your area, how much per pound. But they advertise this as a low cost of goods at $1.25 per item. Here's the thing. The items they sent me were little flimsy tank tops, little sheer tops. If we're talking by the pound, I could have got 4 or 5 of those, at least 3 or 4, right? From the bins for that same price of $1.25, if I wanted to do that. So for what they sent me, it was not really volume-wise, as good of a deal as the bins. The box they sent me was 100 items and 49 pounds, which means if I were at my outlet store that I used to go to, that would have only cost me $49. This box cost me $125. So right off the bat, based on what I got, as far as volume, it was not, cost-wise, it did not compare. It was definitely a higher cost of goods, especially for the stuff that they were going to like throw away. On top of that, with the bins, if I don't want something, I can choose to leave it there, right? So now I have 100 items that are just garbage that now I am responsible for figuring out how to dispose of or get rid of responsibly, because I don't want to just throw them away. The whole point of what we do is to keep clothing out of landfills. But basically, I acquired somebody else's problem. And if you are selling something to people, you really, to me, you don't, I guess, let me put some positive on this. If you are somebody that does not have access to sourcing, or you're maybe just starting out and you do not have any inventory and no access to sourcing, which is not most of us, because, you'd be surprised in where you can get inventory from, even if you're in a rural area, even if you are just starting out and you don't have much money to start with building your inventory. Unless you are willing to take your chances and actually list all 100 of these pieces, or most of them, this box is not worth it. I did pull out a couple, I think there's 20 items here that I am going to list, like just for the sake of making my money. But honestly, guys, I'm gonna say, stay away from the Jomar passes, okay? This one was the better than the bins, which like I said, the title is, the description, it is what it is. I think the title is misleading. Please let me know if you disagree, but I think don't call it better than the bins when it doesn't really compare to the bins. The only thing that compares is there's a lot of stuff that's cheap. If they would have just mixed in maybe 1 or 2 like good pieces, because when you're at the bins, you do find good pieces. You just have to dig for them. And like I said, if you don't find anything, you can leave everything that you don't want. So I'm going to show you guys what I did pull out to sell. And again, this is all stuff I was hoping Uptown Cheapskate might take, but they did not. So I'm going to try my luck just with selling them, listing them super low so that I can recover my $125. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal to do. It's not a ton of stuff, but it's a good half a day's worth of work at least to photograph, and then I have to store this stuff. So that is not the best use of my time, but it is what it is. So here's what I'm pulling out. These Lucky Brand, I showed you guys these last time. These are the linen pants. This Tommy Hilfiger shirt dress, which I had showed you guys before. I had intended on saving those anyway. And then this Ralph Lauren, this is like a midi dress, more like a career piece. By the way, my Poshmark closet is linked below. By the time this video goes live, probably all this stuff will be listed. So if you want to see how I priced it, how I described it, check out my Poshmark closet. You can see all of it there. I'm just going to go through it really quick. This is a White House Black Market midi skirt. It's sort of like a chiffon. This is the Toby bodysuit. This is the Japna button front dress. The Croft & Barrow gingham print shirt, which I'm listing entirely based on style. Napa Valley is the brand. It's this blouse, again based on style. I've never heard of that brand. The Ella Moss shirt, the Dolman shirt, which Ella Moss is a decent brand, but this shirt's just really dated. I don't know how that's gonna do. This dress is Taylor. I don't really know what Taylor is. I'm hoping based on style, I can get a few dollars. The Tommy shirt, I pulled this out of the ThredUp box. Hopefully I can get 10 bucks for it. The Express dress, these were selling for like 15 to 20. I guess it's coming up to be the season for this color. So again, if I can make $10 on it. This is the Band of Gypsies romper. Again, I'm hoping I can list this based on style. Maybe that's my problem. I don't really like listing stuff based on style. I'm much more brand focused, and it's probably just because I have access to better brands. You know, I have good thrifting here in Atlanta, so I don't really rely on style. I don't know, maybe this is my opportunity to learn. Who knows? Carolina Belle is the brand on these, and these are the like paper bag waisted pants. I did say if Buy Sell Trade didn't take these, I would list them. So same with these. These are the Aqua shorts. I thought for sure they would take this, the Express pineapple tank top. This is the Vince Camuto skirt. And this little bomber jacket, the brand is Jolt. Which actually this is really cute. So that's everything I'm going to try to list. I'm going to get on my soapbox here just for a minute. If you're still here, drop me a like. And all I'm going to say is, this is the problem with fast fashion. You wear it once or a few times. It's cheap. It doesn't have any resale value. Nobody wants it when you're done with it, right? So it ultimately ends up in a landfill. So I am going to try to rescue these pieces, hopefully give them a new home. But seriously, there's so much fast fashion just garbage. If I think about the stuff that I am sending to ThredUp, you know, I don't imagine they're going to list a lot of it. I feel comfortable sending it to ThredUp because I do know that they responsibly recycle whatever they don't list or whatever doesn't sell. So I'm okay with that, but like literally fast fashion is an issue, guys. And this is the ugly side of fast fashion, just stuff that is worthless, that nobody wants. It goes out of style very quickly. And then we're left trying to figure out what to do with it. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you have not already. I would love for you to weigh in on this box. Let me know what you think, if you've ever ordered one. Am I like being too picky? I feel like I'm being harsh with this one, but I feel like I'm just sharing my thoughts. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know as well. That's it for today's video though, guys. Again, make sure you're subscribed. If you want more reseller content, drop me a like if you have not already. And thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one.